Good morning, students. In the last class, we have discussed polynomial rings and the applications of polynomial rings. So, in the continuation, today we are going to see the remaining problems under polynomial rings, and I am going to introduce irreducible polynomials over finite fields. Am I audible to you? Students, anyone respond? Am I audible to you? Thank you, ma. Thank you. Now find all the roots of f of x. So f of x is x cube plus 5x square plus 2x plus 6 over z7 of x, and then write f of x as a product of first degree polynomials. So degree of f of x here 3. So the coefficients of indeterminate belongs to z7. So z7 which contains the classes between 0 and 6. Okay, from 0 to 6. So first we have to identify what are the values of x which satisfy the given polynomial. So putting x equals 0 in the given polynomial, f of 0 is equal 6. So 0 is not the root of the given polynomial. Then putting x is equal to 1, so f of 1 is equal to 14. So 14 is multiple of 7, therefore 14 is congruent to 0. So you identified 1 as the root of the given polynomial. Then putting 2, f of 2 is equal to 3 not equal 0. Then putting x equal to 3, f of 3 that equal to 84 not equal 0. Then putting x equal to 4, f of 4 that equal to 4 not equal 0. Then putting x equal to 5, f of 5 is equal to 266. So 266 is congruent to 0 under mod 7. So 5 is also the root of the polynomial. Then putting x equal to 6. Okay. The last value of in the set z7, putting x equals 6, f of 6 will be 5, so which is not equal 0, so 6 is not a root. So what are the roots? So x equal to 1, x equal to 3, and x is equal to 5. So which are the three roots? Okay, three roots of the given polynomial in z7. Okay. So therefore, the given polynomial can be expressed as x minus 1 into x minus 3 into x minus 5. Okay. So when you multiply these three factors, you can get the given polynomial. Okay. So in the question they have asked, they are asking to express f of x as a product of first degree polynomials. Okay. After finding the roots, the given polynomial as expressed as the product of linear polynomials, linear factors. So in the continuation, the next problem, find all the roots of f of x. F of x is equal to x square plus 3x plus 2 in z6 of x. Show that there exists a two distinct factorization. Okay, so the given polynomial can be expressed as a two distinct factorization. Okay, so not possible to express as a unique factorization. Okay, So the given polynomial whose degree is 2, the highest power of x here 2. Therefore, the degree of f of x 2, and they defined f of x belongs to z6 of 6, which means the coefficients of indeterminate x which belongs to z6. Okay, the set z6 which is having the classes 0 to 5. So z6 is equal to. So what are the classes? Z6 contains 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we want to express the given polynomial as a product of factorization. So before expressing as a product of factors, we have to identify the roots. Okay. What are the x values will satisfy the given polynomial? Okay. Which should be identified by putting x value as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So which values of x which will make f of x as 0? Okay. That x value is called as the root of the polynomial, solution of the polynomial. Okay. So now putting x equals 0 in the given polynomial. So f of 0 is equal to 2. So 2 not equal 0. Therefore, so 0 is identified as not the root of given polynomial. Then it putting x equal to 1. So f of 1 is equal to 0. Okay. So 1 is the root. So 1 is the root. Since x equal to 1, which makes the given polynomial as a 0. So therefore 1 is the root. Then f of 2. Find f of 2. So f of 2 is equal to 12. Actually 12 is congruent to 0 under mod 6. So therefore 2 is also the root. Then putting x equal to 3, f of 3 is equal to 2, which is not equal to 0. So 3 is not the root of the given polynomial. Then putting x equal to 4, so f of 4 is equal to 30. So 30 is congruent to 0 under mod 6. So 4 is the root. Then putting x equal to 5, f of 5 is equal to 42. 42 is congruent to 0. So therefore here the roots of the given polynomials are 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. So these x values which made the given polynomial as is 0. So the number of roots are 4. So which are 1, 2, 4, 5. So actually the given polynomial whose degree is 2. So x square plus 3x plus 2 can be expressed as in two distinct factorization. Okay. The first one is x minus 1 into x minus 2. So x minus 1 into x minus 2. So these product of factors can be formed by using the roots 1 and 2. Okay. So x minus 1 into x minus 2, which gives the given polynomial. Okay. Actually x minus 1 into x minus 2 is the x square minus 3x plus 2. But the coefficient of x minus 3 does not belong to z6. Therefore, minus 3 is congruent to plus 3 under mod 6. When minus 3 is dividing by the mod value 6, you can get the remainder plus 3. So that's why I am replacing minus 3 as plus 3, since minus 3 is congruent to plus 3 under mod 6. Okay. Then another form. So the remaining two roots are 4 and 5. Therefore, x minus 4 into x minus 5. X minus 4 into x minus 5, which gives x square minus 9x plus 20. But minus 9 is congruent to minus 3. Okay, minus 9 is congruent to minus 3 under mod 6. Again, 20 is congruent to 2 under mod 6. Okay, once again, minus 3. Look at the coefficient of x, that is minus 3. Minus 3 is congruent to plus 3 under mod 6. So x minus 4 into x minus 5, which is equal to x square plus 3x plus 2, which is the given polynomial. Okay, which was received under mod z6. Okay, since the given polynomial belongs to z6. So in the question they have asked the given polynomial to be expressed two distinct factorization. Okay, we formed. So we formed, ultimately we formed the given polynomial expressed as a two distinct factorizations. On the next problem, determine all the polynomials of degree 2 in Z2 of x. Z2 of x. So Z2, the set Z2 contains 0 and 1. Okay. But the general form of quadratic expression is ax square plus bx plus c. Okay. The coefficients of indeterminate a, b, and the constant term c. Okay. So all belong to Z2. You know, Z2 contains only two classes, that is 0 and 1. So now putting a is equal to 1, taking b and c as 0, you can get the first polynomial of degree 2, that is x square. So now putting a is equal to 1, b is equal to 0, and c is equal to 1. You can get the another second degree polynomial, that is x square plus 1. So now putting a and b as 1, c as 0, you can receive x square plus x, okay, which is third one second degree polynomial. So now putting a, b, c as 1, so you can get x square plus x plus 1. Okay. So we have formed all the four polynomials of degree 2 in Z2 of x. Okay. So which are the maximum possible to form the second degree polynomial over Z2 of x. Over Z2 of x. Then and the next one, find all the linear polynomial in Z4 of x. Okay. So Z4 contains the four classes which are 0, 1, 2, 3. Okay. They're asking linear polynomial. So therefore the general form of the linear polynomial is ax plus b. Here the constant term b and the coefficient of x a. Okay, both belong to Z4. Both belong to Z4. And a is not equal 0. Okay, a should not be equal to 0. So then the linear polynomial. So now taking a is equal to 1 and b is equal 0. So you can get x. Then putting a is equal to 1, b is equal to 1. You can get the linear polynomial x plus 1. Then putting a is equal to 1, b is equal to 2. You can get x plus 2. Now putting a is equal to 1, b is equal to 3. You can get x plus 3. Then now putting a is equal to 2, b is equal to 0. That is 2x. Now putting a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1. So 2x plus 1. Okay. Find the second row, fixed a as 2. Okay. Only changing the b value. So then putting b is equal to 2. 2x plus 2. Okay. Then 2x plus 3. Now in the third row, here the value of a as 3 is fixed. Only b values is being varied. So 3x plus 0, 3x, then 3x plus 1, 3x plus 2, then 3x plus 3. Okay. See, the coefficient of x belongs to Z4. Okay. So we have formed all the linear polynomials in Z4 of x. Okay. We have formed all the linear polynomials over Z4 of x. Next, irreducible polynomial. Okay, irreducible polynomial over finite field. Okay, what is mean reducible? Find the polynomial which can be, for example, consider the quadratic expression, suppose, which can be expressed as a product of linear polynomials. Okay, then that quadratic polynomial is called reducible. Okay, otherwise it is irreducible. Okay, so look at the definition. Let f of x belongs to capital F of x with capital F is a field and the degree of f of x is greater than or equal to 2. So we call f of x reducible. Okay, reducible means the function which can be solved, the polynomial which is having a root. Okay, so f of x is reducible over f if there exists g of x comma h of x belongs to capital F of x, where f of x is equal to g of x into h of x. Look at here, the polynomial f of x. Okay, the polynomial f of x can be reduced into product of two polynomials, that is g of x and h of x. Okay, and the degree of g of x and h of x which is greater than or equal to 1. Okay, so such polynomials, such type of polynomials is called reducible polynomial. Okay, then look at the new line. If f of x is not reducible, okay, it is called irreducible or prime. Irreducible polynomial or prime. Okay, so not reducible means the polynomial which cannot be broken into at least two linear polynomials. At least two linear polynomials. So look at the theorem. For polynomials in capital F of x, so every non-zero polynomial of degree less than or equal to 1 is irreducible. Then second subdivision, if f of x belongs to capital F of x with the degree f of x is equal to 2 or 3, then f of x is reducible if and only if f of x has a root in the field f. So we have to prove every non-zero polynomial of degree less than or equal to 1, okay, is irreducible. Okay, so the degree of polynomial, if say any polynomial whose degree is less than or equal to 1, so at the time the polynomial is irreducible. Okay, that is first one. The second one is the degree of polynomial, okay, which is equal to 2 or 3. Okay, at the time f of x is reducible if f of x has a root in the field f. Okay, if f of x has a root in the field, f of x is reducible whose degree is 2 or 3. Okay, so which can be proved now. Now assume that every non-zero polynomial, okay, every non-zero polynomial in f of x of degree less than or equal to 1 is reducible. Okay, but the left part is I assumed the left part. We have to prove f of x has a root in the field f. Okay, so let us assume that every non-zero polynomial in capital F of x of degree less than or equal to 1 is reducible. Okay. Actually, so already we have seen in the definition, okay, if any polynomial whose degree greater than or equal to 1, okay, whose degree greater than or equal to 1, which can be reducible, but here we have assumed every non-zero polynomial in f of x of degree less than or equal to 1 is reducible, which is contradict to the definition of reducibility, Therefore, every polynomial in capital F of x of degree less than or equal to 1 is irreducible. Okay, the first one is proved. Are you clear? If any polynomial whose degree less than or equal to 1 means which is not reducible, that is irreducible. Now, the second part. Suppose f of x, suppose that f of x, the polynomial f of x can be expressed as the product of two polynomials which are g of x and h of x, where g of x and h of x belongs to capital F of x and have the degree less than f of x. Okay, the degree of g of x and the degree of h of x, so both are less than the degree of f of x. Already we have studied the theorem. Okay, if any polynomial which can be expressed as product of two polynomials, at the time the theorem states degree of f of x is equal to degree of g of x plus degree of h of x. Okay, so this, the statement of the theorem is familiar to you. So degree of f of x is equal to degree of g of x plus degree of h of x. And degree of f of x, degree of f of x is equal to 2 or 3. Okay, degree of f of x is 2 or 3. So at least one of the polynomial, either g of x or h of x, or as degree should be 1, as degree should be 1. Okay, so I consider g of x as ax plus b. I consider g of x is equal to ax plus b, that is linear polynomial. So obviously we know that ax plus b, which can be satisfied by putting x is equal to minus b by a. Okay, which can be satisfied. So ax plus b. So this expression whose root is minus b by a. So now putting x equal to minus b by a. So g of minus b by a is equal to 0. So a into minus b by a plus b equal to a cancel. Then minus b plus b equal to 0. So minus b by a is the root of g of x. Therefore, if g of x as a root means that root, so that value is also the root of f of x, since f of x is equal to g of x and h of x. Okay, you have found the root of g of x. Okay, automatically that value will be the root of f of x. So suppose a is the root of f of x, which means f of a is equal to 0, where a belongs to f. So by factor theorem, we can say that x minus a is a factor of f of x. X minus a is a factor of f of x. So therefore, f of x is irreducible over f. Therefore, f of x is irreducible over f. Okay. Sorry, f of x is reducible. But by mistakenly, I have written f of x is irreducible over L. Actually, f of x is reducible over f. Okay. So here, reducible. So f of x is reducible over f. F of x is reducible over f. Next. Actually, here f of x is reducible. Okay. But wrongly written irreducible, actually reducible. So now the proof of the theorem is over. Let's see the problems. Let f of x. For based on the theorem and the definition, you have to understood one concept. What is reducible and what is irreducible? Reducible means the polynomial which is having the root. Okay, the degree of polynomial which is more than 1. The polynomial can be broken into at least 2 linear polynomials. Otherwise, that polynomial is called as irreducible. Irreducible means not make into 2 polynomials. Okay, not reducible. So look at Look at the first problem. If f of x is equal to x square minus 2, find its roots in q of x and r of x. Q of x means, so q means the set of all rational. Capital R indicates the set of all real. Okay. So here the rational polynomial q of x and rational polynomial ring q of x and real polynomial ring, that is R of x. So in R of x, look at the polynomial x square minus 2. My x square minus 2 can be expressed as, so how to find the root of this polynomial? So this, the given polynomial which can be equated to 0, x square minus 2 will be equated to 0. So x square minus 2 equals 0. Then minus 2 is taken on the right side, that becomes plus 2. Say x square is equal to plus 2. Then taking the square root on both sides, so x is equal to plus or minus square root of 2. Okay, so plus or minus square root of 2. Okay, by using the roots, the x square minus 2 can be expressed as a product of linear polynomial, that is x minus root 2 into x plus root 2. Okay, but the roots are plus or minus root 2 belongs to set of all real numbers. Okay, set of all real numbers. So the root of f of x are in the real polynomial ring. Okay, so R of x, but square plus or minus square root 2, which are the irrational numbers. Okay, plus or minus square root of 2, which are irrational numbers, which does not belongs to the set of all rational. Okay, therefore the given polynomial f of x, that is x square minus 2, whose roots in R of x but not in q of x, okay, not in q of x, which means the given polynomial is reducible over R of x, but the same polynomial is not reducible over q of x, which means the given polynomial is irreducible over q of x but reducible over R of x. Are you clear now? Are you able to get the points of reducible and irreducible? By a plus or minus root 2, which belongs to set of all irrational. So the roots does not belongs to the rational polynomial q of x. Therefore, the given polynomial is irreducible over q of x. But plus or minus root 2 belongs to set of all real. Therefore, the given polynomial is reducible over R of x. So look at the next problem. Check the reducibility of f of x, that is equal to x square plus 1 in q of x, R of x and c of x. So x square plus 1, the given polynomial which can be equated to 0, x square plus 1 which can be equated to 0, you can get x square plus 1 equals 0, x square is equal to minus 1, then taking square root of minus 1, that is plus or minus I. Okay, so you know, obviously you all know plus or minus I belongs to the set of all complex numbers. Okay, so plus or minus I does not belongs to set of all rational and set of all real. Therefore, the given polynomial x square plus 1 is reducible over c of x. At the same time, the same polynomial the same polynomial is not reducible over q of x and R of x. Okay, the polynomial is irreducible over q of x and R of x. I hope you have understood this problem. So shall I move on the next problem? But check the reducibility of f of x f of x is equal to x square plus 3x minus 1 in q of x, comma r of x and c of x. So x square, my x square plus 3x minus 1, which is the given quadratic expression. So whose root can be identified by using the roots formula. So x equal to minus b plus r minus root of b square minus 4ac whole divided by 2a. By using this formula, you can easily identify the roots of the given polynomial. So that is minus 3 plus or minus square root of 13 whole divided by 2. So therefore the given polynomial can be expressed as x plus 3 minus root 13 by 2 into, actually x minus of minus, that becomes plus more. So x plus 3 plus root 13 by 2. So 3 minus root 13 by 2. So it belongs to, actually root 13 is irrational. Therefore minus 3 plus or minus root 13 by 2, which belongs to set of all real and also belongs to set of all complex. Therefore the given at the same time the same polynomial is irreducible over set of all rational polynomials. By send the Google form link in the chat box. Those who didn't complete the test on yesterday, okay, that student should complete by today. That student complete the test by today. Okay. So those who have attended the test yesterday, they won't attend. So only for not attend the students. So on the next problem, check the reducibility of f of x equal to x cube minus 1 in q of x comma r of x and c of x. So x cube minus 1 can be expressed as x minus 1 into x square plus x plus 1. Again, x square plus x plus 1 can be expressed as x plus 1 minus I root 3 by 2 into x plus 1 I root 3 by 2. Okay. So this polynomial is reducible over c of x, okay, which is irreducible over q of x and r of x. Okay. So this reducibility of polynomial which was identified based on the roots. Okay. Actually, I have concluded this polynomial is reducible over c of x. Okay. Irreducible over q of x and r of x. The same polynomial. So in q of x, comma r of x and c of x. So x cube minus 2. So x cube minus 2, which can be equal to 0, you can get x is equal to 2 power 1 by 3. So x cube minus 2, which can be expressed as x minus cubic root of 2 into x square plus cubic root of 2 into x. So cubic root of 2 belongs to set of all real. Okay. At the same time, x square plus cubic root of 2 plus cubic root of 2, which can be expressed the product of factors that roots belongs to set of all complex. Therefore, the given polynomial f of x is reducible over c of x, irreducible over r of x. So here the polynomial is x power 4 plus 2 x square plus 1, which belongs to r of x. So check the reducibility. Square plus 1, which is x square 1 plus 1. When x square plus 1 equal to 0, the root complex numbers. Okay, you can get x equal plus or minus irreducible over r of x. Irreducible over r of x. The next problem, determine whether x square plus 1 is reducible over z2. So z, the two classes 0 and 1. Okay. First, you have to identify the roots. So f of 0. So x square plus 1, which can be taken as f of x. So f of 0 is equal to 1, 1 not equal 0. Then putting x equal to 1, f of 1 is equal to 2, 2 is congruent to 0. So 1 is a root. Okay. So x square plus 1, x square plus 1 can be expressed as x minus 1 into x minus 1. Okay, the product of linear factors, but minus 1 is congruent to plus 1 under mod 2. So f of x, so x square plus 1 can be expressed as x plus 1 into x plus 1. So, so obviously we can say that f of x is reducible over z2. So determine whether x square plus x plus 1 is reducible over z7. So this problem is like the previous problem. So z7, the z7 set contains 7 classes, that is from 0 to 6. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 6. So first you have to identify the roots. For getting the roots, putting x equal to 0 to 6 in the given polynomial. Okay, what are the x values which will make the given polynomial as 0? Okay, so what are the values? The given polynomial makes 0. So putting find f of 0, f of 1, f of 2, f of 3 up to f of 6. Okay, so only 2 and 4. Only 2 and 4 which made the given polynomial as 0. Therefore, 2 and 4 are the roots of the given polynomial. So therefore, f of x can be expressed as x minus 2 into x minus 4, but minus 2 minus 4 does not belongs to z7 of x. Okay. Always in the polynomial there is positive sign. Therefore, minus 2 is congruent to plus 5 under mod 7. Minus 4 is congruent to plus 3 under mod 7. So x plus 5 into x plus 3. So x plus 5 into x plus 3. Actually, the coefficient of indeterminate x and the constant term which belongs to z7. So x square plus x plus 1 was expressed as x plus 5 into x plus 3. Therefore, the given polynomial is reducible over z7. Reducible over z7. So the next problem, x square, determine whether x square plus x plus 1 is reducible over z5. So z5, the set is z5 contains the classes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Now putting x values, x4. So f of 0 is equal to 1, not equal to 0. So 0 is not the root. Then putting x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So any values of x does not make the given polynomial as 0. Therefore, f of x. So f of x has no roots over z5, which means the given polynomial is irreducible over z5. On the next problem, determine whether x power 4 plus x square plus 1 is reducible over z2. So you know z2 contains only the two classes 0 and 1. So the given polynomial can be taken as f of x. F of x is equal to x power 4 plus x square plus 1. Now putting x equal 0 and x equal to 1. So f of 0 is not equal to 0, f of 1 which is also not equal to 0, which means so all the values of x does not make 0 in the given polynomial, which means the polynomial has no roots over z2. Therefore, we can conclude that the given polynomial is irreducible over z2. Irreducible over z2. Irreducible over z2. But do you have any clarification? But you have any clarification? So again, I am sending the Google form link in the chat box. So those who didn't complete the test on yesterday, kindly complete by today. Do you have any clarification? But did you understand the concept of reducible and irreducible over finite fields? Students, okay.